And it looks like it will be Spectral versus Gold Rush, and the teams do seem to be joining right now, so we'll try not to get them to start too soon, but it is going to be happening here. So Shalthus, I hope you are ready, because we might be getting right into the action here with Spectral versus, is this Gold Rush that we have here?
Yeah, it looks like Gold Rush is in the lobby right now, so that's Scrubkilla, Desgadelhado, and Lunation who are in.
Yep, so this matchup, I've seen Gold Rush. Gold Rush was a team that potentially, you know, there was a little bit of question whether they were even going to be in this tournament or not. So good to see them make it all the way to this advancement match.
Yeah, Gold Rush has been a very formidable team lately. They were, most of the members here, both Scrubkilla and Desgadelhado, came from Smokin' Rockets. They ended up splitting and brought on Lunation. Previously, they were playing with I Am a Tree. That didn't quite work out because, you know, you got to have certain team chemistry to get everything going, and that didn't quite happen there. So they brought Lunation in, and so far they've been doing very well, apparently. This whole tournament's gone very well, and now they're on the cusp of making it into the Pro League. So I think, you know, as far as this particular series goes, it looks pretty good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what are we saying?
So Spectral, we saw Spectral get taken out pretty easily earlier in the tournament. So we'll see how they bounce back. We haven't been able to follow them through the losers bracket, but Spectral is a top team here. You can see that coming into this tournament, they are the 4th seed. So, you know, not a surprise to see them make it this far.
Yeah, they actually met Spectral and Gold Rush. Apparently played earlier in this tournament, and Spectral took them out 3-0.
Oh, wow.
So despite the fact that Spectral ended up getting swept out by Crown and Jewels in the next round, maybe we'll see a little bit of a repeat of what we got last series, or maybe, you know, I'm just talking for no reason. There's actually nothing that's going to change, but we'll see.
Well, it is definitely challenging when you have lost earlier, but you saw Noble wasn't able to come back and beat Supersonic Avengers, who had taken them out. But, you know, nothing is written in stone. Both of these teams have a clean sheet here and an opportunity to punch their ticket into the Pro League. And this is the 4th and final EU advancement match we have today. The winner between these teams, Gold Rush and Spectral, will round out the EU Pro League, and we will have all our EU teams after this game concludes. This is a best of 5 here, and we are just getting started. On board with how do you say this? Desgadelhado.
That's how I pronounce it.
I can't even say that word.
It might be completely wrong, but that's how I say it.
I will outsource the pronunciation of that word to you.
Fair enough.
Okay.
If you just call him Dez, I think that might work.
Dez. Oh, that's a beautiful suggestion.
Good way to shorten it down.
And a huge save by Scrubkilla there. So we have seen Spectral earlier today. We'll see if they're able to bounce back and get back into the Pro League. Both of these teams fighting for possession, and a big save by Dekini there.
Yeah, good play out here. It'll be very interesting if Spectral actually manages to make it into Pro League. Considering what we saw with them against Crown and Jewels, I'd be really concerned with how well they perform otherwise. But the fact that they've beaten Gold Rush already today, you know, it's a very interesting way that this has played out. To be completely honest with you, that these two teams happen to be the ones that are now playing for this final spot. So it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Dekini there had an opportunity to get that shot on net, was not expecting the bounce to happen so quickly, so not able to get the goal there. But good opportunity there for Spectral. Both of these teams, again, kind of a little bit of back and forth. Neither one of them really showing dominance up in this point. Shorty trying to pass it out into the mid, but Dekini there deciding not to go for it.
Yep, now, Scrubkilla whiffs on that one. That was a pretty decent setup for him there. And, it was a beautiful pinch, actually, right off the wall. Gets it set up beautifully, but they still, both teams are kind of having a bit of a hard time putting any real offensive chances together.
Ooh, Scrubkilla with another huge save.
Yeah, a few decent shots coming out for Spectral, but I think what we're getting here is definitely a case of some game one, filler play, to say.
They're putting their feelers out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, they have played earlier today, but I think they want to make sure that they go into this series right. All things considered, that they're in the same boat as both Supersonic Avengers and Noble were earlier, in the sense of win and move on, lose and go home.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, there is no second chance. Like you were saying before, these teams are on their second chance right now. And, oh, Scrub Killa with the backboard pass to himself. Almost hits it over, but fortunately punches that right into the corner. So a great clear leading up to a shot here. Unblockable. DeKinney having no chance at saving that. So Scrub putting his team ahead 1-0.
Yeah, that was an excellent start there for Gold Rush to get the ball rolling here, get that first goal. And we might start seeing these teams relax a little bit in terms of putting a little more chances out there and being a little more risky. But that opening goal is enough for Gold Rush to get off to a good start.
Yep, so Gold Rush, we haven't seen them play today. We have seen Spectral play and lose earlier. Gold Rush haven't had the opportunity to check them out, but looking pretty good so far. Scrub Killa, at least from what I've seen, has been the MVP so far, having a couple clutch saves and scoring the only goal in the match.
Yeah, he's a very solid player. I mean, I've certainly seen enough out of these two, but look at that. TJ Shorty coming in for Spectral, tying things up. Really nice reaction here. You can see...
Ooh, that pass by Remco was the clutch play there. Nobody was ready on Gold Rush for that pass out into the mid.
Yeah, just a really nice two bounce shot there out of the corner to set that goal up. Well, that was a good tying goal and kind of important here for Spectral at this point because both of these teams just have to come through with whatever aggression they have, with whatever offense they have, and look as good as they can because they're fighting for a spot in Pro League. One of these teams is going to move on, and this is literally Spectral's second opportunity.
Yeah.
In a direct sense, because they had one qualifying match that they lost to Crown and Jewels. So this is their second qualifying match today, which is how it goes if you lose in the winners bracket. You know, you get this second chance. But
yeah, so that's why it's so important to make it through that winners bracket as long as possible. And now Spectral really, really hoping to punch their ticket here. Remco. We see him rocking these awesome Christmas antlers, courtesy of Psyonix, the best devs in the world. So we'll see, though, if Remco can put in this aerial. He does put it on target. And fortunately for Gold Rush, Scrub there again to make the block.
Yeah, Scrub Killa doing a lot on defense today. He's picking up that role very nicely and just trying to shut these goals down. So far, so good. It is tied, so we're probably going to go to overtime at this rate. I'm not expecting any big last-second drama from what we've seen thus far. But
so Gold Rush with a shot on net. Here. Goal opportunity, but a big save by Remco, denying that and forcing overtime. We are now into golden goal overtime. First team to score wins and takes game one in this best-of-5 advancement match.
Yeah, and that's all it's going to come down to. It took long enough to get these two goals, so who knows what we're going to see. But look at the pressure that Gold Rush is putting on. And that was quick. That was really quick, and this is why. Just look at these constant shots. Scrub Killa tries. DeKinney can't clear it out, and Desga Delgado follows up on that rebound and just puts it away.
And that's it. They take game one. Gold Rush continuing to show dominance over Spectral. Wait, was it Spectral that beat Gold Rush, I think? Because they would have. They would have had to. So flipping the script a little bit as Scrub Killa leads Gold Rush to a game one victory over Spectral, who they lost to earlier. So trying to flip the script. Going to try to keep that momentum going here. We'll go on board with Scrub Killa, who has been the MVP so far for Gold Rush. And we'll see how he can help them take this game two.
Yeah, he's the one who's kind of come out and made some big plays thus far. And there's another huge save by Scrub Killa. And they got to try and get it out of their zone at this point because just, you know, if you spend too much time there, that's the problem. But look at this beautiful play forward by Desga Delgado. Just carries it in.
Oh, that was a beautiful pronunciation, by the way. I'm in awe. But jumping back on board here, we do see Gold Rush trying to get on the counterattack with Dez taking out Shorty. But Scrub Killa making a beautiful save there. Another save required, which he obliges.
He's got Scrub.
Yeah, Scrub doing a good job.
He is, and the problem right now is that his teammates just have to get there to start helping this ball get cleared out. Because you can only do so much when you're in goal to try to get the clears, but if your teammates aren't there to help follow up and just get it out, then you're going to be sitting back there making big stops all game long, which is not good when you're trying to win a game.
Yeah, right now Gold Rush just on their heels in complete defensive mode here, just trying to get this clear and getting boost. DeKinney lobs it very well in, but Scrubkilla gets a good denial and almost going for the double tap. A hit by Dez, so a good opportunity there, not panning out for Gold Rush.
Yeah, that one was very close. So, seeing here, ball gonna get cleared back down. I mean, it's interesting that this is playing out a lot like the previous game did, where it's a very closely fought matchup. You know, fairly even in all things considered. So yeah, they haven't really. Neither team has started to really set the tone.
Yeah, they're both
anything crazy.
Both trying to set the momentum here, and really the last game was very close as well. Neither one of these teams really establishing dominance like what we saw early in the Supersonic Avengers series. Although Noble bounced back, and pretty much all of those games, we saw a team respond and just trying to go on the offensive. So this one seems to be a little bit slower here as the teams continue to try to feel each other out. But, you know, half the game gone and still no goal, so a little bit slower, but Dez almost ending the drought there.
Yeah, not quite the shot I think he wanted to get there. But good play out by Scrubkilla, though.
Yeah, we'll go on board with Lunation, who has an opportunity, decides to double pop, so maybe it would have been a better idea to save that second jump for a flip shot, but does his best to get that ball on net. Gold Rush still putting the pressure on here. A block by Lunation, but big clear from Remco. Scrub trying to hit that out to the side. DeKinney putting the ball into the mid. Fortunately, Gold Rush there. And now on the counterattack, this is an open net for Dez.
Yeah. Good little setup there. Actually, Desgadelado just kind of passes it off to Scrubkilla, who ends up putting that away. Just a nice team play. You can see he played that right off the wall, too. So
yeah, so he
really
got
well
Remco.
done.
He got Remco to bite on that. Remco should have stayed back and let Dez hit that because there was no way that he would have been able to get there first. And you saw there, Dez just tapped it right over Remco's head, and that led to the goal for Gold Rush. So tough defensive decision there for Remco. You have to do those in a split second. And fortunately for Gold Rush, they're up 1-0.
Yep. Oh, nearly. A little bit of a second goal was going to come in for Lunation, but he couldn't quite make the contact he needed. But here's another big opening for Scrubkilla if they can get it past. Or for Gold Rush if they can get it past. But they didn't, so I don't know why I'm still talking about it. So, oh, that's a big mistake. Wow.
Scrub, though, getting there first, hitting that off to the side was a great play. And now picking up full boost. Gold Rush has the boost they need to do some damage here. They're just waiting for their opportunity to go on the counterattack. As you can see, Scrub getting that good clear into the corner, and now an opportunity for a goal as the ball is getting hit out into the mid. Scrub is just prowling, waiting for his chance to come in and dunk this ball into Spectral's net.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at how much time it's spending on the orange side right now. You know, they haven't been able to clear it out. There's a good play forward. Both DeKinney and Remco have to be up there just to stop it.
You can see Scrub, it seems to be taking a Gibbs-like approach. Oh, staying in the net and getting that save. Oh my gosh, I thought that was going in. I did not think he saved that, but he did. So Scrub coming up huge yet again on the defensive side.
Yeah, he has been doing that all series long so far. Just looking really solid in net.
But that great team play. You could see here that Scrub was expecting a dribble from his opponent. He thought Remco was going to dribble it, but DeKinney comes in and just hits it, redirects it right on net. So fantastic play by Spectral as they tie it up with just 30 seconds left.
Excellent handoff there on that end. Just really, really well done. So
we'll go on board with DeKinney, the scorer of that goal, to see if he's able to get another one here and push Spectral through to a Game 2 victory.
Very well could happen here, but they're running low on time. We could be going to another overtime, which just shows, I guess, how well matched these two teams are.
Yes, they do seem very evenly matched. And yep, it's going to be a second overtime here. Gold Rush getting the best of Spectral in the last overtime. We'll have to see how this one goes. As DeKinney tries to hit that one on net, not able to do so, does pick up Gold Rush's corner boost.
Yeah, a nice play putting it down into the corner, and it's really, again, just going to kind of come down to if Gold Rush can put the pressure on here. But it's hard to do that when you're in overtime because you want to put that aggressive pressure on, but you know that you can't afford to make those kinds of mistakes that you maybe can afford to make in regulation.
Absolutely. Overtime is so much more nerve-wracking because there is no time to make up for a mistake. As soon as that mistake happens and you get scored on, you just lose. And a good shot on net. Scrub there to yet again. We've got the brick wall of Scrub here preventing Spectral from scoring. We'll see if this wall is able to hold up as DeKinney comes in. Scrub does get the clear here, and they're on the counterattack. Spectral having to be careful as this ball is floating out into the mid.
Ooh, good little cross-check there by Disco Delgado, but nobody was there to follow up for Gold Rush to try and keep that going. But he's doing a great job of preventing these clears. Lunation drops that again, tries to dribble it past, and I don't know, he's not getting the kind of contact he needs to put the shots on net. That's what their problem is right now, is they're preventing plays from happening, but not getting the offensive chances that they need.
You have Scrub still denying shots, trying to get a big clear here, trying to get something going for his team. Scrub has been doing a good job of making sure that no goals go in, as you can see there again. But really, at the cost, it seems, of a little bit of offense. There has been not very many scoring opportunities, and Scrub hasn't been up very much on offense himself. So these goals sparingly handed out, as you can see it being 1-1. So potentially just a mistake going to be the difference in these two teams.
Yeah, what we've been seeing so far is really just a lot of good opportunities coming out for Spectral, but they're all being turned aside, so there's good clearances that are coming together for Gold Rush. They just haven't been able to really convert these opportunities into actual chances on net, and that's going to be the thing that could end up costing them this game.
So Scrub passing it over to Luna, or Lunation, who almost gets a shot on net. Scrub just trying to get these big clears, big shots on net, does do so yet again, but Remco with a big save there. However, Dez is able to get the ball bouncing right back out into the mid. Remco trying to put it into a safe spot, and you can see Spectral. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. Spectral doing everything they can to get on the counterattack, but Scrub's offense has just been so good.
Yeah, what we saw right there is just good shutdown defense here, really on both ends of what we've been seeing kind of put together. And I am a little interested to see who's finally going to break this through, because this overtime is going for a very long time.
Well, it does seem like both of these teams not taking much of an offensive approach there. You can see Dez coming up with a huge save. Shorty continuing to keep this ball on, but both of these teams are opting for a more defensive approach. But DeKinney there with a wide open net puts it in, and a response from Spectral as they tie up the series 1-1.
Yeah, big response here. Nobody was back to stop that. They'd taken them out of position defensively, and the fact is that was bound to happen. There were just too many chances that were being given to Spectral for that not to have happened. So honestly, all things considered, that was
tons of shot for Spectral there. Spectral definitely generating much more offense than Gold Rush. So we'll see how this continues to play out here. It is now tied up 1-1. This is an advancement match, the last one of the day for EU before we kick off with the NA region. So make sure you guys stick around for that. But now we've got it all tied up. We've had a lot of really great series so far, and this one stays true. We've got Gold Rush and Spectral tied up 1-1.
Yep, 2 more wins for either of these teams, and they're going to be going to Pro League. But they really need to... I don't know. I think they just need... As far as Gold Rush goes, they're doing a great job of shutting things down defensively, and I think a lot of that credit goes to Scrub Killer. But the offensive side of the ball is looking a little weak, and that's something that Spectral's so far been able to take advantage of.
Yeah, it seems like the strategy that Gold Rush is taking is Scrub just stays in the back, blocks any easy shots, and then just tries to get huge shots on net.
No.
And so, there you go.
I mean,
so you see that Scrub got his clear attempt blocked, and DeKinney there to just tap that one in. So Scrub really is the last line of defense. And if it gets past him, there's pretty much no hope for Gold Rush. And you can see, just from what we saw there, 7 saves in the last game. So Scrub is dedicating all of his time to being in net, and that really does make it a little bit more challenging on offense if you don't have somebody there to punish, a missed hit, a flop, or just a ball just rolling out in front of the net. So Scrub is essentially, you're trading not letting in bad goals for not having an offense that can capitalize on mistakes as well. So we'll see how it pays out for Gold Rush. It's gotten them this far. But it is definitely a different approach that we see other teams take.
Yeah, and right now, we're just seeing Spectral completely punish this style. Look at this beautiful play forward. DeKenny plays it up off the wall, sets up Remco. And that's it, man. There's no fanciness to that. That's just fundamental goal scoring right there. Fundamental teamwork. And sometimes you just got to go to the basics to get things done.
Yep. So, and from what we've seen from Gold Rush, already being down 2 goals, they don't have a lot of scoring potential, it seems. They have not been scoring very many goals, so 2 goals is quite a bit. And if there's a third one here, I would have a hard time believing Gold Rush could come back. But Gold Rush might have to change up their tactics a little bit to try to generate a little bit more offense.
Yeah, they definitely need to. But this does explain to me, based off what we're seeing that Gold Rush has done, it's explaining to me why Team Rocket could not beat Gold Rush. And I know that's talking about another team here for a second, but it's that defensive style, which is something that Team Rocket has always had a problem with, is very heavily defensive teams. But that's something that clearly Gold Rush is doing very well, and they've been showing that in this series. But the problem is that clearly Spectral knows how to handle that.
Yep, and they've already gotten up 2 goals to none, and that's going to be very challenging for Gold Rush to dig their way out of, because I don't think they've scored 2 goals so far. So, or maybe they've scored 2 goals total. They haven't scored very many.
Right. Now, yeah, they haven't been able to really do it throughout this series thus far. And ever since game 1, or I should say ever since really game 2, it's clearly been a defensive heavy showing for Gold Rush, which is the reason that Spectral has the lead right now and the advantage that they do. So,
yeah, you can see Remco here trying to lead the counterattack. Dez there getting stuffed. A huge block, but Scrub saves it from essentially being all the way in. Phenomenal save, an epic save, I would say. Trying to keep this score line under control and gets another clear out from in front of net. So Scrub doing everything he can, but really the biggest need for Gold Rush right now is scoring some goals.
Yeah, this is all about offense. Scrubkill is doing a fantastic job, but he cannot do it alone. Yeah. Lunation and Desgadalhado have to start putting something together as far as an offensive chance goes. And right now, I'm really not seeing it, because Scrubkilla now is trying to play forward a little bit and, at least contribute there so that they can get something together.
Yep, all the epic saves in the world will not let you win a game if you don't score more goals than the other team. So as impressive as they are, offense is what is needed now. And you saw some good plays there, some good passing plays by Gold Rush, but they're going to, only a minute left. They've got to kick it into high gear. Otherwise, this game 3 is going to be going in favor of Spectral.
Yeah, they have to get a goal in the next few seconds or so to remain in this game. Otherwise, they're going to be on the verge. I don't think they're going to be able to score 2 rapid-fire goals, so they can't afford to be in a position where they have to do it.
So Scrub with another good shot, or a good save there, continuing to rack up the saves, but really needing to get some shots here. Only 45 seconds left. Spectral up 2-0. Looking really good for Spectral right now, as Gold Rush struggling to get these shots on net.
I'm feeling like it's too little too late. We're coming out of the last 30 seconds, and I'm just... They're not doing it, If they get one more goal, I just don't think they're going to have the time to even get another one. But that's assuming they even get one more here. As it stands right now, it's looking like it's going to be a 2-0 win for Spectral.
Yep. So we'll see what adjustments Gold Rush make in this next game, this game 4. They need to have a few adjustments, at least on the offensive side of the ball, because this is not working out for them. Seems like Spectral knows how to deal with that defensive play style. So we'll see how that makes a difference moving forward. You see there 3 saves from Scrubkilla, not or just 1 shot across the board for Gold Rush. So Spectral had 10 compared to just 1 of Gold Rush. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that's like 10 times as many shots.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So shout this. I question your mathematical ability if you had to think about that one. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just, trying to keep up with everything. I don't think I quite expected this. I don't really think I expected this sort of series out of this team. Granted, I haven't seen a lot out of Gold Rush. I've seen more out of them when they were Smoking Rockets. So there's not a whole lot of difference here. But I don't know, just a lot of shutdown here and there.
An early goal by Shorty, keeping the momentum for Spectral going. You can see here a good pass from Shorty yields that little blooper there, or a good pass by DeKinney. Lets Shorty score that one. But really continuing to keep the momentum going for Spectral. And guys, keep in mind, this is an advancement match. This is highly important. Gold Rush fighting all the way through to face Spectral. Spectral lost their first advancement match earlier in the day, but having another opportunity. Remco getting that second goal, the ball just rolling in. So Spectral trying to run away with this one and trying to stamp their ticket to the Pro League. As you know, this is a best of 5. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been building up to this moment all day, and looking to be Spectral in a dominant position here to be the 4th and final EU team making it into the Rocket League Central Pro League. So right now, Spectral doing great. Gold Rush, if they want to keep this dream alive of playing in the Pro League, they better start scoring, and scoring soon.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just say they better start playing a completely different game than they've been playing this entire series. So, at this point, I just don't see it happening. Spectral has changed their gameplay around. They've been changing it since the last game, and it's starting to show. I mean, look at the offense. It's still coming together. And Gold Rush, I don't expect them to make it past this. I certainly expect Spectral to finish things up here. And as far as I'm concerned, if Gold Rush wants to have another chance at this in the future, then they really have to work on that offensive side of the ball. They can't just leave Scrubkilla in net and expect him to carry the entire game, because that's just not going to happen.
Absolutely. You can see him up on the offensive now, trying to help generate these opportunities. Dez working it, getting that boost, so doing a good job at keeping the pressure on. Ball out into the mid for Luna, who puts it on target and does get the goal. So we are inching in on Spectral here. Gold Rush getting that goal, almost evening it up. They're going to need to continue to have more plays like that if they hope to keep their dream alive of getting into the Pro League.
They do, and it's a good start. That's exactly the kind of momentum that they need to start working on. Now it's really all going to come down to how they capitalize on that. Plain and simple. If they do, then they're in a good spot. But if they let Spectral pick up another goal or continue to just throw shots at the net, then I don't see that being of any major concern for Spectral, quite frankly.
Absolutely. So 3 minutes left, plenty of time. Oh, and an own shot here on net as we see Dez getting credit for that one, but really, you got to credit Spectral for that one. You see Dez coming in here on Remco, just tapping that with his nose, and it just flies right into the net. So fortunate play there for Gold Rush as they tie it up 2-2, 1-2 in the series. So not out of it just yet. Gold Rush showing some life here in this game 4.
Yeah, definitely. I think Spectral needs to go back to that offensive attack strategy that they were using these last few games that got them to the 2-game advantage that they were in. Because it was working really well for them in terms of shutting down Gold Rush. So I don't know why they would change it up at all or not continue to be as ruthless and relentless as they were. But hopefully they can figure it out and get it together, because at this point, having a tie game, especially off of a goal like that, really not what Spectral needs.
Absolutely. All right, here we see another opportunity here as Gold Rush, with their new sign of life, getting that free goal. It seems to have breathed new life
so far, I mean, it's looking a little bit better in terms of what Gold Rush needed to do. They're not spending so much time back defensively. They're putting more pressure in on Spectral's net. And I wonder if it's the same kind of situation that Supersonic Avengers was in the last series, where they came out looking strong in the first couple games, and then maybe just that need to win was being shut down. You know, they weren't able to completely finish it out, and they ended up taking it all the way to 5 games. Oh, but as I say that,
Kenny coming up huge. Spectral wanting to close this one out as soon as possible. Lunation trying to get that clear, but DeKinney getting the block and following it up, getting its own pass there, putting it into the net. So Spectral definitely looking to be the team to take this one. Just a minute left, and we've seen that Gold Rush has had trouble scoring. One of the goals in here have been from Remco, so not very many goals getting scored by Gold Rush.
No, yeah, not very many at all coming together here. So they were able to put 2 out together here. I think this may be the first game where they actually scored 2 goals. Except for maybe I think the first overtime one. I think they scored 1 in overtime there. But either way, point being is it's not exactly been a goal-scoring affair for Gold Rush. But right now, I don't know. Nobody, apparently everybody's afraid of the ball at this point. So I don't know what the deal is here. Play off the wall. They're trying to carry this forward, and final 30 seconds, all Spectral has to do is just hold out a little bit longer and not make any big mistakes. So I don't know if as Spectral, do you park the bus? Do you really hunker down on defense? Or do you just keep doing what you've been doing? Maybe try to get another goal. Looks like that's what they're trying to do. And yeah, final few seconds. And it looks like Spectral, despite their performance earlier, has secured their place.
And that is it. Spectral is the team to move on, taking out Gold Rush. Wow, so Gold Rush, congratulations to you guys for making it this far, but really Spectral showing that they are the #1 team here. Oh, moving forward. It looks like you have disabled your webcam, Sheltis, so we will wait here.
Yes.
We'll get in, and it looks like we're going to be bringing in Roguish Elf for an announcement, so hang in there, guys. We've got an exciting announcement coming up, so just stay tuned, and congratulations to Spectral, who make it into the Pro League. Stick around, guys. We've got a nice announcement coming up very soon. So joining us now is Roguish Elf. Roguish, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, James? Just want to say hi to everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm an admin for Rocket League Central over here. Been doing a lot of discussion, so I have a little bit of an announcement for you guys.
Oh, what is it? You got me interested. You got me curious. What is this big news that we had to bring you on here for?
All right. Well, we've seen a lot of really great discussion from the chat and from everybody in this scene, and we're really excited to see the amount of inspirational jumping that everyone's doing at this pro league. So we're really excited to announce that we're going to be increasing the pool of teams that will be invited to the pro league.
Wow. So normally we're planning originally on 6 teams making it into the Pro League, but it sounds like we're bumping that up to 7, which is pretty big news. So, I mean, my question is, how are we going to determine that next team that gets in?
Yeah, so we decided that based on the support that we're seeing from the chat, we really appreciate it, guys. I'm so glad to have you guys here. We really think that we're going to give the losing teams in this last bracket here another chance. So we're going to put Noble Esports up against Gold Rush, and we are going to determine who will get the 7th spot based on who wins a best-of-5 match between those two.
Wow, well, that's pretty huge news, and it seems like Spectral Spectral already making it in, but Gold Rush and Noble both have to be very happy that they will have another opportunity. The losers of both of these losers bracket finals that determined who got in, the losers of those getting to match up and fight for a new 7th spot, and that's something where we listened to chat. We listened to the community. We heard you guys saying, 6 teams didn't seem like enough. You wanted a bit more. So increasing the team count by 1 more, it will increase the duration of the league by 1 extra week. So we're listening to you guys. We had planned on 6, but, we give the people what they want. Is a matter of fact, we are part of this community. We listen to the community, and this is your guys' feedback directly influencing what we do here at Rocket League Central. So sounds like we're going to be getting this next match going between Noble and Gold Rush to find out who will get this new spot, this 7th spot in the Pro League for EU. So pretty big news. Thank you, Rogish, for coming in and sharing that.
Yeah, and just to go over some of the logistics of it, we want this schedule to remain intact. So what we're actually going to do is we are going to remain as planned. We're going to switch over to NA. We're going to bring on the Pash, who is one of our casters, and he will join James, and we'll start casting some of the NA matches. We will do the Noble and Gold Rush game in the background, and we will let you guys know what happens with that. And then that will solidify the 7 EU teams that will be going into the Pro League. As we want to remain fair, we will also be adding a spot to the NA Pro League. So we will also have 7 teams from NA competing in the NA Pro League. And in the same fashion, we will have all the teams play all the way through. And then the final 2 matches, the losers of those 2 matches, will then play in another game to determine who will be the 7th spot in NA.
Okay, so that's great news, and we're really excited to bump up the number. It is challenging because we have to deal with schedules and getting everything going. So even though it seems you're going from 6 to 7, that is a pretty big deal, and really a great example of how chat can and how the community in general can have their feedback directly impact what we're doing here at Rocket League Central. So thank you again, Rogish. Looks like we're gonna get ready here to get the NA game started. But again, congratulations to MyXMG, Supersonic Avengers, Crown and Jewels, and Spectral, and also to the winner of Gold Rush and Noble. You guys have made it into the Pro League, so thank you for coming out and playing today, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this EU portion of our Pro League qualifier. We've got NA coming up next, so guys, stay tuned, and if you have any questions about what we just announced, feel free to hit us up in chat. Our admins are there. Elf himself will be there to answer questions. So if you guys got them, hit us up in there. We'll be starting up very soon with the NA broadcast. So thank you guys for watching so far, and we will be right back.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently on